First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Rosen will throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in secondary.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down 2, and he coughed it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 2nd down, McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Lady! Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Exit. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Keep it up, defense.
To throw on third down, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Stafford here coming off his pick six. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Level right. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
To throw again, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Mark 55, Mark 55.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Check.
Cover!
59!
Hey, high 7.
Hey, easy! 125! Man, I got you.
On third down, Stafford looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Middle. Check. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's 59.
From the gun, Stafford. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. K1 short in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Mike's 59. Woo-hoo. Mike, check. Hey. Watch the run.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive.
Rush in.
40 gun. Small.
From the gun, Stafford. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. DJ Reader in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, dude. 10.
I got you.
49. Check 49.
Here's Stafford. Steps away to his left. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Alert! It's our time.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now a run with McCaffrey. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Hey, team 6.
40's Mike. 40's Mike. Yo.
Alert. 40's Mike.
On third down, Rosen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Double dog. That's the way.
Hey, Foxtrot.
55 Mike.
Hey, easy.
Let him know. Mike 55, Mike 55.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Flushed out right. That's strong running. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
White.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Right there in the middle. 55.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
What happened?
From the gun, Stafford. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Come on, let's go. Check.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Oh, shoot. Damn.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Gets past one man.
Look at this. Look at, man, that was the biggest. Come on.
How did they get that done? Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Bullshit.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Set. 250.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down, Panthers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker, and the Lions will take over. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Johnson on the counter. And an alley to run. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From just shy of midfield, Stafford. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Throwing right, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. 180. 370.
Check, 59. You're not ready.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off with great anticipation. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? or they're going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction.
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 36, Rosen looking for the out route, and he's got more.
Look at this.
Touchdown!
Oh, come on, man. Make some tackles.
His 5th touchdown now on the
I
year.
got 2 cheap touchdowns.
Widen their lead.
Everybody likes to see
3.
the ball thrown, but when
Pick
you throw it
6.
underneath
God.
and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
That's it, baby. We gon' work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 51. Mike 51.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Panther 1st down.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
51.
Bravo!
This may be a free play here for Rosen. Rosen is stripped to the football.
I'm sure it's a free play because they gave it to him.
He's at the 50. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
They run it with Balaj. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, Stanford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. He completes it to Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Set, 250. Monday.
Check curls. Mike.
Throwing again at Stafford. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Stafford looks to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Rosen's going to throw it to the right side, and he's got more complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Panthers, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.